Welcome innovators and problem solvers to Smart India Hackathon series. I am Dipali and together we are embarking on an incredible journey into the world of technology, innovation and impact. So in this series we are not just exploring hackathon, I am also equipping you with the skills and knowledge you need to thrive. Whether you are a seasoned hacker or a curious beginner, whether you are in your final year, third year, or the one who has just stepped into the engineering colleges, that is the first year students, this is your go-to source for mastering the art of hackathon. So, we'll deep dive into solving strategies and we'll understand how you progress through this hackathon journey. So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the second most important thing for the internal hackathon, and that is the idea template, the Smart India idea template. As you can see on the screen, you can go to the Smart India Hackathon website, that is sih.government.in, where you can find the idea template for the college students. Now, what is this idea template? So by now I assume that everyone and each one of you who's listening to this video has formed a team. The next step after team formation and problem selection is filling up of the Smart India Hackathon idea template. So you can download this template from here. Also, I have uploaded this to my Instagram handle in the highlights, so you can access it from there also. So let's take a quick review and understand how you start filling up this template. So this is the template that I have downloaded from the Smart India Hackathon website. So this template is basically a blank template which will be common to all the student teams and the participants who will be submitting their idea and participating in the internal hackathon, and via internal hackathon they will be sent or selected by the college for the Smart India Hackathon teams, that is the 30 plus 5 waitlisted teams. So let's take a look at this template. Now, this template basically covers 5 slides. The fifth slide is the slide which is there for instruction. You just have to read this instruction and you have to restrict the slides to 4 pages, as you can see. So before we start on to filling this and what is to be filled onto this template, let's go and read the last slide, that is the fifth slide, which you or the participating team are expected to delete it. So I'm on the slide 5. So we'll just go through the instructions. So the most important instruction here is that the idea template should not exceed 4 pages. Okay, so if your slides are exceeding 4 pages, you are not sticking to the criteria. Then the next thing is all topics should be utilized for description of your idea. So whatever points have been given, you are expected to write that. Then the thing that you are expected to keep in mind is avoid the paragraphs, and you have to present or you have to write your ideas in points. Keep your explanation precise and to the point. The next point is your idea should be unique and novel. So if it is having a business potential, so the more weightage will be given. Now this is from the perspective of entrepreneurship. So apart from this PPT, abstract of your idea will be asked separately while submitting. So like once you are uploading your entry and when you get selected in the internal hackathon, so there will be one separate abstract which will be asked for you and you are expected to submit that. Then you need to, what is the instruction? Now see, this is a PowerPoint presentation. So this PowerPoint presentation at the time of uploading has to be saved in a PDF and upload on the same portal. No PPT, Word or any other format will be supported. So this is one thing that the team has to keep in mind. And then the last point which I already have discussed. So you have to delete this slide when you upload the details on the Smart India Hackathon portal. Okay, so now let's go to the first slide. So what is expected here? Now the first point, so while understanding this template, I'll be explaining you one by one, and once I show you the blank template, I'll also be navigating you through the first version of the template that I have filled and my team has filled as a part of the winning team. So the first point is ministry slash organization slash student innovation. So now here, as you have seen the problem statements on the SIH portal, I'll take you over here. See, there are altogether 58 and hardware problem statements and 181 hardware that is software problem statements. So if you see here, there are themes. Now we've already seen in the previous video that in the Smart India Hackathon, these are all the themes into which the broader themes into which this 58 hardware and 181 software teams have been problem statements have been divided. So now here you see, if you select the theme Smart Education, then you have to select the category, either it is a hardware or software. I select software, and which ministry, this is the organization. So you see here the organization. So by now I assume that each one of you has a problem statement that you have selected. So I go back to the slide. Here you are expected to fill that ministry, okay, slash the organization, and then each ministry and organization will be having a PS code. So as you see over here, this is the PS code. Okay, so if you can see here, this is the PS number, this is the problem statement number. So you have to copy this and you have to paste it here. So here you have the organization, you have the problem statement title, you have the category, you have the PS number, and you have the domain bucket. So domain bucket is nothing but the theme. So I now go back to this problem statement, and we see from the beginning. So you have to write here the ministry, you have to write here the problem statement code, the problem statement title which you have selected. Now here you are expected, the next point is team name. Here you are expected to write a team name. So this can be any name, like my team name was Mindtech, it was 1 and 0 blames, 1 and 0 brains, then error 410. So it depends. You can have any name as your team name. Then the next important thing is the name of the team leader. Now one thing you have to keep in mind, that the name, the whosoever is the team leader is going to be the permanent member. You cannot change the team leader, because all the communication will be coming to the team leader. So I would give you here a tip, that whenever you are finalizing the team leader, kindly make sure that this person is going to be there from the start to the end and is going to take and lead the team till the Smart India Hackathon grand finale is over. The next point is the institute ASHI code. Now this institute code you don't have to fill, you don't have to worry when you are participating for this internal hackathon, because this code will be given to you by your Spock. Okay, so this code will be given to you by your Spock, and then you can fill it. For the students of Walchand Institute of Technology, in the description I have written the ASHI code. Then the institute name. After the institute name, you have to write the theme. So here the theme is nothing but as you can see, this is the theme. So here it is the technology bucket. So you can see here the Smart India, the domain bucket is the theme. So this all is expected on the very first slide. Now after this, the next slide the next slide is the idea approach detail. So this is the heart of the entire presentation. Here in this box, you are expected to describe your idea, describe the solution, and describe the prototype here. Okay, so in this box only you are expected to write what is your problem, what is your solution to that, and what is the technology that you are going to use to solve that. Okay, now apart from this, here in this empty space you can make use of a flow chart or a simulated image. Now simulated image can be an animation or a prototype or any relevant image related to your idea. Okay, so exactly what it is going to be, I'll be covering it in my next video. So there I'll be showing you 2-3 versions, like how my teams have done that. Now, after you have done that, this is another third box. Here, the thing is technology stack. Now, this is the heart of the project. See, if you're doing a website, or if you're doing an Android app, or if it's a hardware, what is going to be your technology stack. In simple words, what is going to be the language of development, the platform of development, and the database. This things you are expected to write here. Okay, so this is exactly what is the meaning of technology stack. Okay, so if you're using HTML, you're using Python, if you're using something in the backend, SQL, maybe whatever what you think you know and is best suited for that idea. If it is an IoT project, you're using Raspberry Pi or something of that sort, you are going to write it over here. Okay, so now we go to the third slide. Now in the third slide, you are expected to describe your use case. Now what is this use case? This use case is basically the functionality. Okay, the functionality of your system. Now this particular topic belongs to object oriented modeling, and in this particular aspect, you have to draw a diagram which is called as a use case diagram. How to draw a use case diagram, there's also a video in the description box, and I have mentioned the link to it. You can refer to that. Okay, but as we are sticking only to the idea template, I will be only discussing what is to be filled. How it is to be filled, you will see in the video links which are given in the description box. Okay, now after you draw the use case, then you are expected to write the dependencies, or you are expected to write the showstopper. Now this is a very what you know, a thing that students really find difficult. Now what is the meaning of it? See, if you're using something, if you're doing a website, okay, for consider for example, and if you do dependency is obviously a website, you require you require hosting, or you may require it to have a domain name, or purchase a domain name, or use something which any particular service that is going to give it free. You cannot show a website from a local host. Local host means वेबसाइट ऐसी नहीं होती जो आपके मशीन पे ही दिखे, बाकी किसी के मशीन पे ना दिखे. ओके, तो डिपेंडेंसी क्या है कि डिपेंडेंसी is basically the server machine, the hosting, or the hosting servers, or the technology on which you will, the public at large will be able to see it, जो अपने पास ही है, and you're just seeing it. It's not a project. A project is something which someone is able to see it from their device. अगर वो, if that is actually means, like ऐसे बहुत बहुत बार होता है कि ना, मेरे मशीन से ही रन होगा, मेरे मशीन पे ही कोड है, वो दूसरा जगह रन नहीं होगा, तो वो डिपेंडेंसी है. क्यों दूसरे की मशीन से क्यों नहीं दिखा रन नहीं हो रहा है? बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट कंपैटिबल, वो सॉफ्टवेयर उसके पास नहीं. तो हमें जब SIH के लिए प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है, तो ध्यान में रखना है कि हम कोई भी डिपेंडेंसी जो है उसमें वो मेंशन कर दे यहाँ पे. ओके, और मोर इन डिटेल अबाउट डिपेंडेंसी आई विल बी टॉकिंग बाय कंसिडरिंग एन एग्जाम्पल. ओके, so now the last slide. अब ये जो slide है, here this is the slide of the team members detail. now यहाँ पे देखो, आपको team leader का नाम डालना है, okay, और team number का branch डालना है. so what is the branch? Now this year from 2023, Smart India Hackathon is open to the BTech students, the postgraduate students, and the doctoral students. Okay, so if at all a team, by now I think everybody knows कि आप team कैसे बना सकते हैं. You should have 6 members in the team. One compulsory girl for gender equity. Now they can be from any branch. That I mean to say, they can be from mechanical engineering, IT, electronics and telecommunication, जो भी है, but they have to be from the same college. दूसरे कॉलेज से टीम मेंबर्स को लेके आप SIH में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर सकते, या वो कौन से भी साल के हो सकते हैं. सी हियर यू हैव टू राइट द टीम लीडर नेम, उसका ब्रांच, ओके, या ब्रांच इज इन BTech, MTech, PhD, स्ट्रीम एज इन मैकेनिकल, IT, CSE, और उनका ईयर, फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकेंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर. सो दिस इज क्लियर. और ये आपको कितने लोगों का भरना है? यू हैव टू राइट इट, टीम मेंबर को छोड़ के 5 लोगों का. ओके, आफ्टर दिस यू हैव टू राइट द टीम मेंटर नेम. अब मेंटर का यहाँ पे 2 ऑप्शंस है. यू कैन हैव मेंटर फ्रॉम एकेडमिक, जो कि आपका फैकल्टी होगा, एंड समवन फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्री. ओके, सो इंडस्ट्री से अगर आपका कोई मेंटर है या फिर एकेडमिक से है तो आपको उसका नाम लिखना पड़ेगा, कैटेगरी लिखनी पड़ेगी, और उसके बाद उनका एक्सपर्टाइज, जैसे कि अगर आप एआई में कर रहे हैं, एमएल में कर रहे हैं, सिक्योरिटी में कर रहे हैं, आईओटी में कर रहे हैं, क्लाउड में कर रहे हैं, जो भी उनका एक्सपर्टाइज है, you have to write their expertise. Okay, after that you have to write their domain experience कि इतना जो experience है उनका कितने सालों का है, ठीक है, you are expected to write this. So this is the last slide, and as I said, this fifth slide you are expected to delete it. Okay, so I think that what is to be filled in the idea template is clear. Now what I'll do very quickly, I'll take you to the first version. I want everyone to know this. This is the first version. Okay, जैसे अभी आपने इंटरनल हैकेथॉन का प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट किया है और आपने आपका अभी प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट फाइनल किया है, आई मीन टू से वो फाइनल एंड तक नहीं होता है, बस आप उसको रिफाइन करते हो या फिर आपको समझ में आता है कि ये और भी किसी ने लिया है तो मुझे ये नहीं करना चाहिए. ओके, सो जो मैं पीपीटी आपको दिखा रही हूँ, इट्स द फर्स्ट वर्जन. वी वेंट थ्रू लॉट ऑफ वर्जन्स बिफोर सबमिटिंग द फाइनल पीपीटी. So the final PPT, in fact, I would say the winning PPT would be revealed in the subsequent hackathon series. So please see those, and in order to see those you have to click to that subscribe button and press that notification bell so that you won't miss any single update. Okay, so I'll quickly take you to with an example for the PPT that we filled for my team. Okay, so ministry organization, so it was department, यहाँ पे department का spelling गलत है, तो department of school and education and literacy. Then the PS code, this is the problem statement code. उसके बाद जो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट टाइटल, एन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग बेस्ड करियर गाइडेंस टूल. ओके, उसके बाद टीम नेम था हमारा 1 and 0 ब्रेन्स. उसके बाद टीम लीडर का नाम जो भी आपका हो. इंस्टीट्यूट कोड, ये कोड है वालजन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी का. इस साल का जो भी है मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दूंगी. उसके बाद आपको आपके कॉलेज का नाम डालना है और आपको आपका थीम नेम डालना है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्लाइड. ओके, नाउ आई गो टू द नेक्स्ट slide. Now this is again this is just a first version. In our later versions, जैसे कि after every refinement, to be very honest, as I was mentoring the team, we went through almost 10 versions of the PPT after the internal hackathon, and then finally when I was satisfied, yes, this is giving the complete idea of what we want to develop, we submitted this. So this is the very first idea. So here, what was the idea? Like my career as an AIML empower tech pathfinder app. हम ऐप बनाने वाले थे, ऐसा लिखा है यहाँ पे, and what it does. Okay, so I'll not go into the details of it. Then I just have drawn a simple diagram like the team members. I means we just went the student, it will log in, then do survey and some. We just gave a random flow of it. Then the technology stack, this is the stack what I was mentioning about, front end, then back end, database जो भी होगा. उसके बाद the use case we are going to put it here, the dependencies will be here, and this is how we filled the team member details. Okay, so after this then we worked on, after the first and the second slide was done, we started working on the use case. As I said, in my subsequent videos I'll tell you how to draw the use case. Okay, very quickly I'll show you. Actually, use case is something that looks like this. Okay, so this is the idea approach. Okay, I've made it a point to show it so that it becomes readable to all. So this is for one of the problem statements, that is file tracking management system. Okay, so this is the use case. So there is a process, you have to understand the functionalities and then draw. So you can see over here the technology stack, so front end, back end, the database, the mobile technology. So this is just for your understanding. Okay, and this was the proposed workflow. So this is an example what we have done. What I would ideally expect the audience is that as the date for submission of the hackathon is 30th September, I would expect that you all start with your idea and start filling it. Okay, and in the subsequent videos I'll give you a more detailed view of what you are expected to fill. Okay, so now this is a wrap up for today's episode. Future change makers, we hope you are as excited as we are for the Smart India Hackathon journey ahead. So, in the next episode, we will be discussing some more details about what actually we did with the technology stack, the diagram, the use case diagram. Okay, so we'll also share some of the secrets, things that really did made a difference. Okay, so before we go, don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts, questions, or your own hackathon experience. I would love hearing it. And remember to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single episode from our Smart India Hackathon series. So together we'll make an impact that resonates far beyond the hackathon. Stay innovative, stay determined, and stay with me. So until next time, keep hacking for a better future. Thank you.